Love you.
Writing this letter was one of the hardest things that I've ever had to do. Not because I was nervous, but because putting my love for you into words is not something that is very easy. I've been with you my whole adult life so far. I'm not really sure what it'd even be like to not have you in my life. It's the most natural thing. It's like trying to describe why you keep breathing and why you eat food. It's just a part of life. Everything that happens, whether good or bad, you're right there. I don't ever have to go through life and be in any situation and wonder whether or not you'll be right behind me supporting me. It's very befitting that this year of all years is the year I finally asked you to marry me. As everyone knows, our relationship has been anything but one out of a storybook. So it's only right that we get married in a year that has been full of countless hurdles, natural disasters, and immeasurable heartbreak. In a year that would normally put a strain on most relationships, make you have doubts, has been the complete opposite. At every low, you've picked me up, and every high, you've been there to celebrate with me, and every struggle, you've been there to give me the courage to overcome. Which is everything you can ask for in a wife, but it doesn't stop there. You have the most beautiful smile, the most gorgeous eyes. You let me be myself, even when who I am can be extremely annoying. You deal with my jokes, my constant turning up of the volume on the radio when you're trying to tell me a story, so I can hear my favorite part of a song I've heard 1,000 times. Leaving my socks all over the house, only washing half the dishes in the sink and then walking off to do something else. Mowing the grass but not weed eating until the next day or week. Forgetting to switch clothes from the washer to the dryer. And I'm sure there's other things I'm forgetting about, which now that I think about it, forgetting is one of those things that I do a lot. But you love me through it all. That's how I know with my entire heart that the reasons I'm here today are the right ones. Nothing about your love feels fake or forced. No matter how many times I've been told by every guy I've worked with that women always change when you give them a ring, I tell them they're just wrong because they haven't met Madeline. You love with all your heart. There's no halfway with you. I don't think you know how to love any other way. You're the best mother to will, and I'm so happy to spend the rest of my life with you.
You're all mad.
Yeah. Good.
Thank you.
I like your necklace. Where did you get that?
The mall.
When did you get that?
With Mom. The other day.
Really good.
Thank you.
You care a lot. I like your bangs. Yay, Bubba! You see Mama? Don't she look pretty?
Oh.
Give Mama a kiss. Oh, you very sweet.
Evan K. Reeves. When I met you at 16, I didn't know you'd be my husband or father of my child one day. But I did know that you were kind, smart, funny, and compassionate right away. It wasn't long after we became friends that your humor and your ability to talk beyond the hey, what's up conversations most teenage boys were doing, I fell in love with you almost immediately. When you dislike something, you absolutely hate it. But when you love, you really love deeply and passionately. And despite all our bumps along the road, or growing pains, you have loved me with that same passion. You don't go a day without telling me how beautiful I am. We really knew how to pick the worst year to get married. But despite this year being the worst, you remained a constant source of comfort and support for me and for others, even when you felt like you couldn't do it. I want you to know that I promise to always be that constant for you. I promise to love you passionately, the same way that you do me, to listen, to be your shoulder to cry on. Though we did things non-traditionally, I'm glad that I can sit here today knowing the kind of man and father you are. You say that being a good dad isn't that hard, and that's because for you it isn't. Loving your baby is easy for you. I love how much you love Will and how much he absolutely adores you. Everyone who meets you loves you. You make a friend with any kind of person you meet. I admire so many things about you. I don't think either of us ever thought that we'd get here. Hell, we didn't even think we'd get here 2 months ago. 2020 has thrown all the curveballs, but I'm so glad to say that it's coming to an end, and with me is your wife.
So ladies and gentlemen, it's my great pleasure to present to you Mr. and Mrs. Evan and Madeline Reeves.
I've loved you since I was 16, and I don't plan on ever stop. It's always been you, Evan Reeves.
You're still the one I run to, the one that I belong to. You're still the one I want for life. You're still the one that I love. we beat the odds together.
The bride and groom so much. You're the best kids in the world.
Madeline and Evan, you guys are like a new family to me. Madeline, I'm very sorry you had to marry that hairline, but I think it'll be for the best.
I'm very proud of you guys. I wish you all the best throughout the years to come.
Well, guys, you know how much I love y'all. You know that I am beyond proud. I say it all the time, but I don't have enough words to express how proud I am of y'all. Evan, when I met you, I never would have thought you'd be my son-in-law today, but I am so happy that you are. We share a special bond, and you know how much I love you. Madeline, you have persevered through things that I can't even imagine, and always know how much we love y'all, support y'all, and just only want the best, and a few more grandbabies.
I hope y'all have a good life, the best. I love both of y'all.
Madeline, you're my most honest and trustworthy friend. You've always been my safe space. And I've gotten the pleasure to third wheel you and Evan quite a few times. And Evan, we like to bicker like we're the married ones, but I do want to tell you that I couldn't have picked a better man for you. This is the only time you're gonna hear me say this, but he's kind, he's gentle, he's caring, he's funny, and the one thing I enjoy is that he always welcomes me with open arms, because I know I can do a lot. You are the most beautiful bride, and Evan, you're okay, girl.
To Madeline and Evan, my favorite thing about y'all is that y'all love hard and live life slowly. But the best thing about you and Evan is the life that y'all have instilled in that little boy you have blessed us already. We'll love so hard just like the both of you, and honestly the world would be a better place if more people were like that. Madeline, you're my little sister, my best friend, and quite frankly, you're literally everything I'm not. I may be older and sometimes wiser, but then you go and do something that makes me sit back and think, wow, let me take a couple of notes. I love you guys. I'm so proud of the life you guys have built and how y'all have built it together as a family. I hope y'all have the best night of your life, but don't blink because it's going to go fast.
Let's get this party started!
You're still the one that I love, the only one I dream of. You're still the one I kiss goodnight. I'm so glad we made it. Look how far we've come, my baby.